This is what we know so far about Werewolf the Apocalypse EARTHBLOOD. The video starts right now. What's good, everybody? My name is Shane Static, and today we're going to be talking about what we know so far about Werewolf the Apocalypse EARTHBLOOD. Before we begin today, don't forget to hit the like button to show your support, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any gameplay or reviews from me. And don't forget to stay till the end to find out when Werewolf the Apocalypse EARTHBLOOD is predicted to come out. Here we go. Werewolf the Apocalypse EARTHBLOOD is an action RPG that is currently in development by developer Cyanide Studio. Cyanide Studio took over the development of Werewolf the Apocalypse EARTHBLOOD from the development company Focus Home Interactive, who originally started the project. Based on the tabletop game called Werewolf the Apocalypse from the 1990s, Werewolf the Apocalypse EARTHBLOOD places the player in the control of a werewolf, hellbent on saving his homeland from an invading corrupt company while also preventing the apocalypse from happening. So sharpen your claws and bar your teeth as we plunge into a world of darkness and rip and tear through our adversaries to save our homeland and the world. On the surface, Werewolf the Apocalypse EARTHBLOOD seems like a straightforward action RPG, but there is more to this title than meets the eye. As stated previously, this game is based on Werewolf the Apocalypse tabletop game, which means this game is related to another dark series of video games. Yes, Werewolf the Apocalypse EARTHBLOOD is related and set in the same gothic punk universe as Vampire the Masquerade. This dark world will be filled with all kinds of malevolent creatures and ghouls besides werewolves, vampires, and humans. It has been speculated that this universe will also be home to spirits, ancient deities, and demons the player will have to deal with during their playthrough. All of these fantastic foes, villains, and friends are welcome additions, and in my opinion, makes this game stand out amongst the similar games of the genre. One of the most notable of these characters that have been talked about is Gaia. Gaia derives from Greek mythology and is known to be mother of all living life forms and, in particular, mother of the earth. I believe Gaia will be a huge part of this title, and maybe even the main deity of Werewolf the Apocalypse EARTHBLOOD. Unlike Vampire the Masquerade, where the gameplay is more about manipulation and stealth, Werewolf the Apocalypse EARTHBLOOD is going to feature more hands-on and gruesome combat than its sister game. The player will be able to pursue and destroy their enemies as three different forms. One form will be human, where the player will be able to interact and hunt humanoid creatures such as vampires and possessed/non-possessed humans. Another form will be that of a wolf. The player as a wolf will be able to interact with other wildlife and forest spirits that are hidden within the woods. And last, but absolutely not least, is the hulking, man-sized werewolf form. This form will be the most powerful of the three forms, and will be able to take down more powerful enemies and obstacles. It has been also speculated that the player will need to fill up a rage meter to access this form. So move over, Kratos, this is another rage-filled monster that is going to be unleashed onto the world. Werewolf the Apocalypse EARTHBLOOD seems it's going to be right up my alley, and I can't wait to take down my enemies as a full-grown werewolf. Now let's check out what we know so far about Werewolf the Apocalypse EARTHBLOOD's storyline. The story of Werewolf the Apocalypse EARTHBLOOD follows Cahal, a lone and exiled werewolf, or Geru as called in the game, who has come back to his tribe only to find that his homeland is being destroyed. The destroyer of his land is a company called Endron, an oil producing company that is creating an oil extraction site on top of the Geru's home, and owned by the corrupt multinational company Pentex. It is up to Cahal to stop the destruction of his tribe's sacred land. Among the destruction of the Geru's sacred land are other sorts of creatures that are trying to bring about the apocalypse. It will be up to Cahal to stop this from happening by destroying everyone and everything that has anything to do with this plot. No further information has been leaked or given out at this time saying how the apocalypse will be brought forth, so we can only speculate. I have some theories and predictions about Werewolf the Apocalypse EARTHBLOOD that I'd like to share with you. If you like what you hear or have theories or predictions of your own, please leave them in the comments down below so we can discuss them further. I can't wait to read what you all have in mind. As for me, I think the following will happen. First, I believe the scene where Cahal returns to his tribe and the Endron company is destroying the tribe's land will be the beginning of the game. I believe that this is where we will first play as Gahal and learn how to play the game. So this scene will be more of a tutorial spot than anything. But that does not mean that Endron, or Pentax for that matter, will not play a huge part in this title. I actually believe that the head of the Pentax company will be the main villain of this game. Secondly, I believe that the player will make some alliances with other creatures, in particular, vampires. Whether they derive from Vampire the Masquerade or not, I think we will need help from some creatures of the night to help us stop the apocalypse from happening. Lastly, I believe the head of the Pentax company will be the person that is seeking the apocalypse. But I do not believe he will be doing it willingly. I believe that the head of the Pentax company is being possessed by a very powerful deity, and they are the ones that want to destroy the entire world. Like I said, these are just my theories and just fun thoughts about what could potentially happen. Now that we're all excited for Werewolf the Apocalypse EARTHBLOOD, here's the trailer. Check it out.
As a result of deforestation, oxygen in the atmosphere is diminished, on the brink of extinction, putting us in a vital emergency.
Werewolf the Apocalypse EARTHBLOOD was first announced to be released in 2018 for PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. But that obviously didn't happen. Werewolf the Apocalypse EARTHBLOOD is now speculated to be released this year in 2020. But due to the current COVID-19 pandemic, this may change as well. I would not be surprised if this title is pushed back even further due to development restraints. But only time will tell. So keep your eye out for Werewolf the Apocalypse EARTHBLOOD toward the end of this year 2020 or even the beginning of 2021 for PC and all relevant PlayStation and Xbox consoles. I'm for sure getting my hands on Werewolf the Apocalypse EARTHBLOOD as soon as I can. What about you? And that is what we know so far about Werewolf the Apocalypse EARTHBLOOD. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like to show your support and subscribe so you don't miss out on any gameplay or reviews from me. Also, share this video with a friend so they don't miss out as well. My name is Shane Static. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.